Do you know what Bitcoin is?
No, I don't.
Do you know what Bitcoin is? Is it like some kind of computer thing? Yeah. Do you know what Bitcoin is?
I think it's like a currency, but I'm not sure.
Okay, if we're gonna understand Bitcoin, we've got to go way back. Before crypto, before credit cards, before coins. Back when money wasn't money yet. Buckle up. This is the strange, messy history of how humans learned to trust stuff with value. First stop, barter. The original peer-to-peer transaction, no fees, no passwords, just a firm handshake and hope the chicken didn't have bird flu.
3 trout for 2 loaves and a crusty end. Final offer.
Make it 4 trout, and I'll throw in half a stale muffin.
Throw in a sniff of that sourdough and you've got a deal.
As trade expanded, carrying trout got inconvenient, so humans did what humans do best. They melted shiny things into coins, gave them royal approval, and immediately started cheating each other anyway. Enter the ducat, a standardized gold coin that said, "Trust me, I'm shiny."
1 barrel of pickled herring for that cinnamon stick.
Make it 2 and I'll throw in a goat tooth.
I'm done trading livestock and legumes. I pay in solid gold. Henceforth, gold coins only to live. Because frankly, ducats don't poop in the market stalls.
Eventually, people got tired of hauling around giant bags of gold, mostly because they kept getting robbed or developing permanent spinal damage. So banks stepped in with a genius idea. How about we just give you a piece of paper that says we owe you gold? Thus, the IOU was born. And weirdly, people just started trading the paper instead, because nothing says secure like trusting a wig-wearing stranger with your life savings.
Here's my life savings. Please don't lose it.
Congratulations. You now own a promise.
So after centuries of IOUs and backroom banking in Europe, America entered the chat in 1913 with the Federal Reserve, a shiny new system that could issue money faster than a toddler handing out Monopoly cash. Sure, it was still backed by gold, but with enough accounting magic that gold could stretch like pizza dough. Welcome to the era of trust us, we're professionals.
We can print all we want. They'll believe it. I give it 100 years tops.
In 1971, America took a bold step. It looked at its gold vault and decided, nah, let's just print the money anyway. President Nixon ended the gold standard, officially untying the dollar from anything shiny. The reason? We kind of spent too much. Vietnam War, social programs, moon landings. Turns out that gold doesn't grow as fast as deficits do. And just like that, the dollar became faith-based. Literally. Welcome to fiat currency, backed by confidence, vibes, and a whole lot of wishful thinking.
We're suspending the convertibility of dollars into gold for now.
Wait, what backs the dollar now?
Confidence.
Once the US left the gold standard, money got a lot more, abstract. Credit cards showed up first. Little plastic promises that said, "I'll totally pay you later." Then came online banking, digital balances, and password-protected accounts. It felt futuristic. Money flying through the internet. But behind the scenes, it still had to pass through a giant bank in the middle. Every swipe, tap, or transfer was just a permission slip waiting to be approved by someone in a suit. Welcome to the age of digital money. Faster, cleaner, and still completely centralized.
Now you can send money across the internet. Just type your password, your mother's maiden name.
Yeah, I got a transfer from Kenny in Arkansas. Should we allow this?
If it's over $50, then no.
In 2008, while the world's biggest banks collapsed under their own weight, someone, somewhere, wrote code instead of begging for bailouts. They didn't trust politicians, they didn't trust bankers, they trusted math. And in that moment, behind a screen, beneath the noise, something radical was born.
This is a crisis unlike any we've seen.
Bitcoin is a way to send money to anyone, anywhere, without needing a bank. It uses a public list or ledger that anyone can check, but no one can fake. You don't need permission. You don't need an account. Bitcoin's public ledger lets anyone, anywhere, send money to anyone else, without asking permission. You don't need a bank, just a key. With it, you unlock money only you control. No one controls Bitcoin. Thousands of computers around the world run the same code, and they all agree on which transactions are real. Independent computers run the Bitcoin code and compete to verify transactions. The winner earns new Bitcoin as a reward. Only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. The code enforces it. Inflation-proof.
Ma'am, do you know what Bitcoin is?
It's a decentralized monetary system secured by a distributed proof-of-work network.
This episode of Financial Chaos was brought to you by Niche Burner, where we explain crypto like it actually matters and roast it when it absolutely doesn't. Hit like, subscribe, drop a comment, or send this to a friend who still believes in banks. This meltdown was sponsored by Shillzone. Influencers welcome, morals optional.